Before cosmetic lines, perfumes, and fashion, celebrity dolls were all the rage for fans when it came to celebrity merchandise. The concept had been around since the early 1900s, but as the decades went on, toy manufacturers were really hoping to cash in on the increase in popularity and success of Hollywood stars by selling miniature plastic versions of them to fans. By the 90s and 2000s, teen idols like Britney Spears, New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, Hilary Duff, and Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen had some of the most popular dolls on the market. But the Spice Girls dolls, made in 1997, became the best-selling celebrity dolls in history, selling over 11 million worldwide. In 1999, Barbie manufacturer Mattel struck gold with the release of the Brandy doll. Her doll was considered groundbreaking because it featured her signature box braids, which was unheard of for black dolls. The first doll was so successful among young black girls that the company developed 2 more dolls, and for 4 years, the Brandy dolls were Mattel's biggest selling toys. Every little black girl I knew growing up had a Brandy doll. But Brandy wasn't the first or last black celebrity to have a successful line of dolls. Here is a list of a few black celebrities who had their own line of dolls using their likeness. Every time I see my friend Dominique's massive celebrity doll collection, I am constantly reminded to make this video. I'm not a doll enthusiast or doll collector, but right now I am into perfumes and trying to build my perfume collection. And today's sponsor, Scentbird, is helping me do just that. It is a monthly fragrance subscription that makes shopping for perfumes easy. Scentbird gives you the opportunity to try perfumes and colognes by over 600 designers from Juicy Couture to Prada and Versace. This month, I got Maximalist by Deck of Scarlet, which is my favorite so far, and it's a very musky, vanilla kind of scent. Then I got Creamy Sunshine by Pink Sugar. This one smells like caramel with a hint of citrus. The last one I got is Rosy Bloom by Kenzie, and this one is more on the sweet floral side. Every month, Scentbird will send you a 30-day supply of scents in leak-proof cases that are way bigger than regular perfume samples. The bottles are also safe for travel. All you have to do is head over to Scentbird.com or follow the link in the description box to sign up for Scentbird. Then fill out their fragrance questionnaire so that they can help you find scents that matches your vibe. Make sure you use my code BFTV2 to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird, making your purchase only $7. Everything will be linked in the description box. Thanks again to today's sponsor, Scentbird. Now, let's get into the video. TLC. Yaboom Toys was a toy company that manufactured many musical toys, dolls, MCDs, and music posters. They used to produce singing dolls using the likeness of popular music acts in the 90s, like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, Ricky Martin, and Celine Dion. The company had deals with the artists to manufacture and market entertainment products that incorporated their recordings. In 1999, American girl group TLC landed their own line of dolls with Yaboom. They are one of the best-selling American girl groups of all time with nearly 100 million records sold worldwide. The limited edition dolls depicted the girls in 2 different outfits from their fan mail era. One set wore replicas of the outfits they wore to Nickelodeon's 12th annual Kids' Choice Awards, and the other set used the outfits in their iconic No Scrubs music video. Both T-Boz and Chili's dolls sang No Scrubs. While Lisa Left Eye's doll sang their hit song Unpretty. Accessories included mobile phones, musical instruments, and pop star microphones. MC Hammer. In the early 1990s, MC Hammer had completely surpassed the rap music market and became a mainstream figure. He's best known for his 1990 hit song, You Can't Touch This. and in a short amount of time, he managed to pick up 5 American Music Awards, 3 Grammys, and 3 Soul Train Awards. Hammer sold 10 million copies of his Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em album and held the top spot for 21 weeks. He was the first rapper to be completely marketable, so the opportunities and endorsements were constantly rolling in. He landed his own Saturday morning cartoon series titled Hammerman, and even had a collection of sewing patterns for his loose-fitting harem pants and unlined jacket with the company Simplicity. On February 13th, 1991, the rapper and Mattel Toys launched 2 Mattel Hammer dolls at a showroom in New York City that were released in stores that spring.
Here with this check and be part of MC Hammer's team for the Help the Children Foundation. MC Hammer is doing wonderful things for children, and we're very glad to be part of that.
First of all, thank Mattel for inviting MC Hammer and his likeness into their family. It's really a great honor, especially to become a part of the Mattel family. I'm really overwhelmed, and I thank them.
Both dolls accurately captured his flashy metallic fashion, jewelry, sunglasses, signature haircut, and no shirt. The boxes also included either a boombox or cassette tape that played his tunes. The dolls were so popular that Mattel released a collection of outfits sold separately for the dolls called Rap Fashions. Simplicity also released a collection of sewing patterns for fashion for the MC Hammer doll. Naomi Campbell. In the mid-90s, the word supermodel became a popular term for describing the most recognized models in the world. And Naomi Campbell happened to be among the original supermodels who were featured in campaigns for the most recognized fashion brands and had the highest paying contracts of them all. Sometime in the middle of the decade, Alan Hassenfeld, the chairman of Hasbro Inc., was playing tennis with the film producer Jean-Yves Lafleur when Jean asked whether Hasbro would be interested in making a toy doll which looked like his girlfriend at the time, supermodel Karen Mulder. The guys eventually agreed on a line of dolls using the likeness of Claudia Schiffer, Karen Mulder, and Naomi Campbell. Jean-Yves, who was the agent of the 3 supermodels at the time, served as the creative director, and in early 1996, Hasbro officially introduced the model dolls. This was a major moment for Naomi, who is credited as a trailblazer for black models. But she wasn't the first black model to have a look-alike doll. Back in 1990, Matchbox Toys launched a collection called The Real Model for models Christy Brinkley, Cheryl Tiegs, and Beverly Johnson. But this line was a commercial failure, and Hasbro was looking to compete with it. The top model dolls officially launched in fall 1996 at a French department store in Paris, and the 3 models vowed to donate 60 US cents for every doll sold to the International Red Cross.
I mean, I remember, the great thing is that we're helping the Red Cross, which is the most important thing, so people are benefiting from this. It's not just for us.
The fashion dolls were sold only in the United Kingdom and sparked controversy among those concerned about children becoming increasingly influenced by images of slim women in the media. However, the children at the store looked excited to get their hands on the super dolls. While Naomi seemed thrilled to have her own doll, she didn't 100% think it looked like her. Top Model magazine quoted her saying, "From the side, the resemblance is truly striking. I also liked its feet. They are just as pretty as mine." End quote. These dolls were meant to be high fashion, however, everything about them looked so cheap. But anyway, let's get on with the list. Dennis Rodman. In 1996, Dennis Rodman entered the National Basketball Association, and throughout his professional career, he's been known for his skills on the court and his gender-fluid fashion off the court. He became known as the bad boy of basketball, and his flamboyant style, which consisted of tattoos, piercings, colored hair, and makeup, helped him transcend sports. Now, it's not unusual for professional athletes to get their own action figure. But in 1996, Street Players Holding Corporation released a limited edition Dennis Rodman Bad As I Wanna Be doll. It came with the NBA player's signature tattoos and 2 outfits, which included his Chicago Bulls uniform. It also came with interchangeable heads, one with pink hair and the other with neon green. That same year, Dennis arrived at his 1996 book signing in a handsome cab, in full drag, wearing a custom-made wedding gown made in France, and his makeup done by the legendary makeup artist Kevin Aucoin. He said he was bisexual and marrying himself. Street Players also released a special wedding day collector's edition version of the doll. Normani. Fifth Harmony was a 5-member American girl group formed on the 2nd season of The X Factor in 2012. The members were Ally Brooke, Dinah Jane Hansen, Lauren Uruguay, Camila Cabello, and the group's only black member, Normani Corday. In January 2014, Mattel announced its new collection of Fifth Harmony Barbie dolls inspired by the pop group. The group began a multi-year partnership with Barbie, which included them recording the Barbie brand anthem, Anything is Possible. Fifth Harmony also appear as dolls in the Barbie Life in the Dream House series. The dolls were exclusively sold at Justice retail stores in the States when they first launched, before becoming available worldwide in spring 2015. Each doll was crafted to match the personalities and distinct styles of the 5 group members. Every one of them was dressed in cute, trendy outfits, except for Normani's doll. They went with a more business casual outfit that I personally don't think represents her personal style at the time. For years, there were conversations being had about the one black member of Fifth Harmony always being an afterthought, despite being the most standout member of the group. But Normani seemed really pleased with her doll in a press release, saying, "Barbie is so dynamic and universal. She's not just blonde hair and blue-eyed. She can be something totally different as we are. We were screaming, we were crying. We've been playing with Barbie since we were little. To actually see ourselves in doll form, it's crazy." Sisqó. After Woody left R&B boy group Dru Hill in 1999 to pursue a solo career, the remaining group members decided that they would follow suit and pursue their own solo careers. Sisqó became the breakout member with his 1999 solo debut, Unleash the Dragon, and he is best known for its second single, Thong Song. This success resulted in the launch of his Dragon Collection clothing line, a record label imprint, and his very own celebrity doll. In 2001, Play Along Toys released a line of Sisqó celebrity dolls. Fans got to choose between 3 different outfits that all had blonde braids with dark roots to match the singer's hairstyle at the time, and they were all styled in different outfits. One resembled the yellow ensemble he wore on the cover of Teen People, also worn at another event, while another one had him in the baggy red leather ensemble he often wore during his Dragon era. That was also part of his own designs for his clothing line. The Play Along company began manufacturing celebrity toys back in 1999, with the Britney Spears doll line being their first licensing venture. Once that became a success, other celebrity dolls followed, including Aaron Carter, Mandy Moore, and Venus and Serena Williams, which brings us to the next people on this list. Venus and Serena Williams are 2 of the most accomplished tennis players in sports history. The sisters came from humble beginnings, and a lot of young black kids looked up to them. Venus and Serena made their professional debut as children, and over the course of their careers, they both achieved Grand Slam titles, Olympic gold medals, and the world #1 ranking in both singles and doubles. However, the young girls were often victims of harassment, racism, and scrutiny from the public. Either way, they were racking up a lot of endorsements. In the year 2000, when Serena was 18 and Venus 19, Play Along Toys and the sisters introduced the new American Champions line of action figure dolls. The dolls were sold separately and also came in a set called Grand Slam Champions. The dolls featured their signature braids and dark skin tone. Accessories for the dolls included tennis rackets, balls, a visor, sports bag, and tennis shoes. Michael Jackson. Thriller by Michael Jackson is the biggest selling album of all time. The album produced 7 top 10 singles accompanied with music videos that set the standard for the future of the music industry. When it was released in late 1982, it had sold over 32 million copies worldwide in just a year, and the cultural impact was unlike anything we've ever seen. So much so that in 1984, LJN Toys created a line of Michael Jackson merchandise and dolls depicting him during the Thriller era. There were 7 dolls dressed in his different iconic outfits, from the Billie Jean ensemble to the Beat It music video Red Jacket and the blue military jacket from his Grammy Awards appearance. All dolls were made with posable parts to recreate his famous poses and dance moves. Accessories included a microphone, glittery socks, and his signature glove. LJN Toys also sold outfits separately. As time went on and Michael's features changed, different dolls were made to have a mustache or lighter skin tone. Destiny's Child. A lot of people aren't aware that Destiny's Child had not one, but 2 doll collections. Destiny's Child is one of the best-selling female girl groups of all time. They had sold more than 21 million albums and singles worldwide by their 3rd album. And the group's multiple endorsements included companies such as AT&T, Candies, and L'Oreal. In fall 2001, Hasbro Inc. and Destiny's Child launched a line of dolls using the likeness of the last 3 remaining members, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. The dolls were replicas of the outfits they performed in at the 2001 Grammy Awards show that were designed by Beyonce's mother and the group's stylist, Tina Knowles. Each Destiny's Child doll were priced at approximately $13 and were popular Christmas gifts that year. A portion of the proceeds from the Destiny's Child doll sales at Target went to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. The girls also donated 300 of their signature dolls to AIDS Foundation Houston for children living with HIV or AIDS. A few years later, in 2005, the group announced their disbandment, but Mattel still announced their collaboration with the group to immortalize them as dolls. Production of the dolls were overseen by none other than Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, who was also the group's manager, and the dolls retailed for about $20 each. The dolls came wearing gowns inspired by the group's wardrobe at the 2004 Fashion Rocks concert in New York, also styled and designed by Tina Knowles. Each doll also included accessories like a keepsake poster and charm bracelet. Thanks again to today's sponsor, Scentbird. Make sure you use my code BFTV2 to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. Everything will be linked in the description box. Do you guys remember any of these dolls? If so, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe to BFTV for more content.